Thank you everyone to be here in our weekly empowerment webinar. And as you can see, our very, very special guest is Gregory P Cook, who is a founding executive at doTERRA. And actually he has got two roles. One is to be a founder and owner, but he is also executive vice president of international, which means that he's traveling a lot internationally. Probably not these days, but in general, under normal circumstances. And it's hard to travel, that much, but he opens new markets, meets new people, and expanding the reach of essential oils around the world. And I think like 2 years ago, I had the privilege to have him in Romania as our special guest, and he made an amazing presentation. He helped us to much better understand the elements of the compensation plan. So he is here with us today to have a little bit more clarity about how you can benefit and max out the compensation plan. So Greg, again, welcome, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm so honored to take some time to talk with our wonderful friends and doTERRA family in Europe, and I'm so excited for the opportunity to talk about doTERRA and specifically the compensation plan. I bring you the greetings of our doTERRA executive team. We are maybe slightly less visible in person these days because, as Oliver correctly stated, we have not been able to travel very much. But every day we are working. For a long time, we worked from home, and now we're starting to work back in the office under strict guidelines for safety of ourselves and our employees and our people. But so far, doTERRA has been our offices have been very careful. We are following all of the requirements at doTERRA for working together with distancing and mask wearing and all of those things. So, but COVID has penetrated some of the executive team, but everyone is doing fine. And we just had a long meeting yesterday, our board meeting. But we continue to be actively engaged and involved in the management of doTERRA and overseeing its growth. And doTERRA is growing. Our company is very, very healthy. During this COVID time, we have been very fortunate to be part of a solution for many people's increased health concern during this time. And so doTERRA is doing very well. We had significant and strong growth in almost all of our markets in 2020. So I bring you all of the thanks and gratitude for all of that growth from the executive team. Today I wanted to talk specifically about doTERRA's compensation plan. I'm excited to talk about this whenever I get a chance, because I think doTERRA's compensation plan is really part of the secret success, maybe not so much secret as anymore, but it's part of the very special success of doTERRA. In the early days, I went into, when we were formulating the company, I went into my basement and I started writing the business plan for doTERRA, and as part of that business plan, drafted the very first compensation plan for doTERRA. And when we were creating this compensation plan, we really wanted to create and incentivize people's to do some very specific behavior. And so I'm going to talk about the basic elements of the compensation plan and the kind of behavior that we are trying to create with the compensation plan. So as we talk about the compensation plan, we generally break it down into 4, sometimes 5 major parts. Of course, we don't talk a lot about retail profit, but when you buy the products at wholesale, you can always sell them at retail and make a profit as well. But in terms of the compensation plan, there are really 4 major elements that I want to focus on. And the first is Fast Start. And then I'll talk a little bit about Power of 3 bonus. And then I want to talk about Unilevel and leadership pools. As doTERRA has grown over the years, our sales revenue is made up of many, many different groups of wellness advocates whose organizations have been growing and whose commissions have been growing. And so every time we are excited to talk about doTERRA's massive growth, just in 12, 13 years, we've become a $2 to $3 billion company. That is all made up of many, many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of small to large organizations within doTERRA. Oftentimes, when we talk about the compensation the compensation plan, we talk about it in the context of a journey. And the compensation plan really is a journey for many people. In the early periods of building your doTERRA business, you're simply earning a very small supplemental income in order to help you to pay for your own product. So I think this is one of the key successes in Eastern Europe and other countries that are developing, is that people can oftentimes earn enough compensation to pay for their own product. And after you're concerned about paying for your own product, as you continue to build your doTERRA business, you begin to supplement your income. And ultimately, you can replace your income and begin to build a larger organization. In doTERRA, we have a funny story in the United States where 90% of our wellness advocates are women. We have kind of this funny experience that has happened so many times where a wellness advocate will begin building their doTERRA business and they'll make enough money to pay for their own product. But after they start to make a little more money, their husband will ask them, "Wow, where are you making this money?" and usually the women will say, "Nothing, don't worry about it. It's just doTERRA, it's doing great, don't worry about it." And then when they start to make a little more money, and they are helping to pay for things and making income, then the husband becomes more interested and begins to help with the business. And eventually, many of the women in doTERRA make more money than their husband, and their husband is able to quit his job and full-time help the spouse. So that's kind of how we like that. We like that sort of continuum and journey where people grow from an initial product experience all the way to becoming a powerful leader who's traveling the world, educating, training, and sharing doTERRA with everyone around the world. So it's a great journey. And it takes some people a few months, it takes other people a few years, but because of doTERRA's high retention, it is a very realistic journey for everyone to eventually reach, great heights. So I want to talk about the Power of Three bonus. This is a bonus that doTERRA created. It's unique to doTERRA in all the world. We call it Power of Three because it's really about team building. Some people like to show it this way because when we have the people to the side, it makes it more like a team building. And so the point of this bonus is really to teach lots and lots of new people how to structure their organization, how to build teams, and how to lead teams. Sometimes people look at the Power of Three bonus and they think of it as a customer experience, that they need to find three customers. And I always help people first to understand that in your Power of Three, the three people that you're looking for they may start out as customers, but ultimately they need to become business builders. So the Power of Three bonus is built on finding three other people who find three people who find three people. And as the basic requirements and qualifications of this bonus are met, which is to have 100 PV orders and 600 in team volume, as the basic requirements of this bonus are met, you can earn $50. And when you help your three people to earn their $50, then you can earn $250. Some people will look at this bonus and say, oh, I can recruit 3 people, I can recruit 9 people, or I can even recruit 40 people and build to the highest level of bonus payout on this. Some people can do that, but they're very rare, very unusual for that. So the way we teach people about this bonus is, don't think about how many people you can recruit. Think about how many people you can help your 3 key builders to recruit, and continue that way. So as I explain this, if you find 3 people and meet these requirements, you'll earn $50 bonus. And then help these 3 people to earn their $50 bonus, then your bonus becomes $250. And when you help these 3 people to earn their $250 bonus, your bonus becomes $1,500. And that's what it is in the U.S. I'm sure it's similar something in your markets where you're at. But the main goal of this bonus is to teach you how to build a structure and how to be a leader. And being a leader in doTERRA is not about going out and doing everything yourself. Being a leader is teaching and empowering other people to be successful. And that's what we call duplication. And if you can create that kind of duplication, your organization can grow very, very large, very, very quickly. I also want to talk about our Fast Start bonus. The Fast Start bonus is designed to compensate you for sharing doTERRA. So that's the whole point of this. And when we started doTERRA, we were one of the first companies and only companies to pay this bonus weekly. And so this is a bonus that is either paid or calculated weekly everywhere in the world, depending on local circumstances. But the goal is that as you share doTERRA with other people, you can earn 20% Fast Start on the product that is purchased by the people that you enroll, and all the product they purchase in their first 60 days. So many companies only do this for 30 days. If they have a Fast Start bonus, they only do it for 30 days. So you don't earn as much Fast Start in the beginning. Many companies extend it out longer to 90 days, which dilutes the unilevel to a large degree. So we've been happy with 60-day payments, that any volume that a new customer buys, then we can pay out 20%, and then we pay out 10% to the next level and 5% to the third level. Okay, I want to talk about leadership bonuses. Leadership bonuses are bonuses that are designed to incentivize leaders in doTERRA to build their rank, number one, and to also build a large organization. And as you advance your rank and as you build a larger organization, you can participate in leadership pools. So today, doTERRA takes 6-7% of the total commissionable volume in the whole company. And we share that with leaders wherever they are. So it's a global pool, a global payout. So regardless of what is happening in your market, if you qualify to earn additional leadership pool shares, you are participating in the $2.4 billion company that doTERRA is. So it's just a very, very awesome and powerful way to incentivize people to become leaders. So your initial leadership bonuses might start out at $100 or $125 at Premier, and then as you grow to gold and platinum, the number of shares that you receive continues to increase, and by the time you're a diamond, this is why a lot of people push to diamond, is our diamond leadership pool shares are usually around $3,000 to $4,000, sometimes higher than that. And so it's a high motivation to reach to a higher rank so that you can participate in these very meaningful and very significant leadership bonuses. Unilevel was designed to create long-term residual income. I know many of you are joining doTERRA because of this reason. Because of doTERRA's high retention, your Unilevel bonus may start out very low in the beginning and be just a few dollars, but it will continue to grow, and over time will become the most significant part of your bonus as your organization grows. This is what we call long-term residual income. This is because of doTERRA's retention. As you reach these deeper levels, as your organization grows and becomes deeper, your income continues to grow significantly. And I'm going to show you some charts about that. Now, some of you are aware of the Founders Clubs that doTERRA has around the world. And the Founders Clubs pay out an additional 1% of total commissionable volume in those markets, and sometimes more. Our goal with our compensation plan at doTERRA is really to help you become debt-free. As most of us have some degree of debt in our life. And that debt always is accruing, interest and payments, and you're always paying someone else. In our experience, the purpose of the compensation plan and doTERRA is to pay out as much commission as we possibly can, and so that by doing that, we can help the most people to become debt-free possible. I think that the goal for each one of us is to live a life free from any debt or encumbrances that prevent us from living the life that we want to, paying our kids' schooling, traveling, paying our home off. Those are important things that money provides, and so we are working hard to provide as much income to you as possible so that you can do those things that are most important to you. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that will hurt doTERRA, because our culture in doTERRA is really important to us. And if we can maintain a strong culture throughout the whole company, then everyone will make more money and the compensation plan will work better for everyone. And you as our leaders, you as our business builders and our leaders and our higher ranked leaders particularly, have a responsibility to protect the doTERRA culture so that everyone can have a great business opportunity and a great income opportunity. Sometimes, though, we see people who care about money more than they care about people. And that is something that will undermine doTERRA's culture. Sometimes we see leaders who are cross-recruiting or trying to take customers away from other existing leaders, from people who have trying to recruit people who have already enrolled under someone else. That kind of culture will destroy doTERRA, and it will erode your business opportunity, because it will create a sense of unfairness, and it will really, as we hurt each other by cross-recruiting and cross-marketing, it lowers the income opportunity and business opportunity for everyone. Another culture that we see creeping in sometime is jealousy and envy. One of the things you need to understand about doTERRA's compensation plan is that it is not limited. It is not finite. We can pay everyone as much commission as they could ever imagine. And the more people that succeed, the better it is for everyone, especially with our global pools. And so we try to encourage very strongly a culture of working together in a unified way, so that we don't hurt the overall income opportunity for everybody. Sometimes we're jealous. Sometimes we go out and we speak ill of others on social media or in public. That kind of behavior just continues to erode the business opportunity, frankly, for yourself and for others. So doTERRA's compensation plan is very stable. A lot of companies will create a compensation plan initially that's very sexy and beautiful, and then they make changes as we go, and it really hurts people. doTERRA has only made 2 or 3 enhancements. We've never really made any changes that have taken anything away from the compensation plan. So it's very stable. It focuses on retention. It's very generous. It's very fair and balanced, and it's very simple and easy to explain. I've worked before doTERRA. I worked for other direct selling companies, network marketing companies, and their compensation plans were very complicated and convoluted and difficult to understand. I want to talk just a moment about retention. In all companies in our industry, you only get paid on the amount of product volume that is in your organization. You do not get paid on recruiting people. And so when we talk about doTERRA's retention, it's really the reason why doTERRA has such a tremendous business opportunity. In our industry of network marketing is notorious for having low retention. The average retention in our industry is probably about 5%. Some companies maybe 10%, which means that on a 12-month basis, if you enroll 100 people into your organization, 12 months later, only 5 or 10 of them are still purchasing products from you. At doTERRA, we changed this significantly by having a strong product focus, bringing an extremely high innovative loyalty reward program to the table, having products that really make an impact in changing people's lives for the better, and having bonuses and commissions that are based and reward people for their retention. And so that has resulted in a very strong retention rate. If we look at doTERRA's retention rate, on a 12-month basis, like the rest of our industry, it's well over 70%. Some organizations, each organization within doTERRA is different. Some wellness advocates have higher and lower retention, depending on whether they promote products in the right way and whether they promote loyalty reward program. But in any case, retention at doTERRA over the last 10, 12 years now is over 50%. And that is incredible retention. That means of every single person who has ever joined doTERRA in the last 10, 12 years since the company started, 50% have purchased product from us in the last 90 days. That's a tremendous, tremendous lever and success and advantage for you who are building doTERRA's business. One of the things we sometimes get asked is, how does doTERRA's payout compare to other companies? Some companies say, well, we pay out 30% or 40% or 45%. Just because doTERRA focuses on product does not mean that we aren't paying out huge income. If you were to combine the commissions, bonuses, loyalty reward program points, additional incentive trip expenses, and other expenses that are benefits paid to our wellness advocates, it's well over 50% payout of our commissionable volume. So it's very, very high. We don't know of any company that pays out more relative to commissionable volume than doTERRA. I just want to encourage all of you to understand how doTERRA's compensation plan rewards you over time. Some of you, when you first begin, the majority of your income will come from Fast Start bonuses and Power of 3. But over time, as you continue to grow your organization and enroll new people and advance your rank, eventually the majority of your compensation plan will come from, of your commission will come from unilevel and leadership pools. And over time, Power of 3 and Fast Start will actually become a much smaller portion. So generally, we encourage people to focus on Fast Start and Power of 3 until they can become a silver. Once they become a silver, that's when we encourage you to really focus on your rank advancements. Some people do not build stable organizations. They don't focus on stability, and they create unstable commission payments. So we really encourage your organization to look like this and not like this. A couple of key ways for you to build a strong organization with income that looks like this over time is to focus on your structuring skills and your leadership skills. Of course, you must have a strong product focus and a strong duplication of behavior within your team, as we've talked about with Power of 3. But additional leadership skills include structuring skills and leadership skills. At doTERRA, we wanted to create something different. A lot of people around the world don't like MLM because they're too focused on money. They only have one or two products. Their retention's low. They focus on sales rather than on sharing. And their companies have a lot of hype, what we call hype, which is just false excitement, creating false excitement. At doTERRA, we've really tried to focus on product. We've created a large selection of products, so we have really stability in our product offering. We have strong retention. We have real education at our meetings. And of course, you all know how important co-impact sourcing is. Co-impact sourcing is very important to our business because people want to be a part of a company and a business that is doing good in the world and not just focused on making money. So our culture is one of sharing and caring, and all of you are a part of this culture, and you're the guardians of our culture. If you don't follow this culture or build this culture, then we will lose very special and uniqueness about doTERRA that makes us different. And today, in today's world, people want to be a part of something that's different. They want to be part of a good, healthy, positive culture. When we started doTERRA, we wanted to do something that would actually change the world. And so we couldn't do what everybody else was doing. We wanted to do things differently. And so we as owners, brought all of our experience. We have combined experience of over 200 years of experience in our industry. Each of us have our own areas of expertise, and we love doTERRA. We love our distinctive culture. We love our brand. We love working with you, our leaders around the world, and we have some really tremendous, great employees who really care about your success. In conclusion, just remember this quote from Maya Angelou. She says, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So I encourage you to, in all of your business building activities, to remember how you can make people's lives better by sharing essential oil health and wellness with them, and by helping them to improve their lives financially as well as physically. So thank you for the opportunity to share some of those principles with you.
Thank you very much. I highly appreciate your time and wisdom and principles on the top of the comp plan, how to destroy it if you want, and how you can make the maximum out of it. That was great. So Greg, could you please tell me that when you originally created this comp plan, what were the driving principles to you, when you wanted to put it together?
We wanted to, in general, when we started doTERRA, it was the recession of 2008 in the United States, and other countries around the world were also experiencing it. And so we wanted to not create a compensation plan that rewarded just the top leaders. We wanted to create a compensation plan that rewarded everyone in the very early time and the beginning of their doTERRA business, so that they could make a lot of money quickly. And so with Fast Start and Power of Three bonuses, we have achieved that. Statistically, we know that if someone can make about $200 or $300 US a month, they will never leave. And that's been our experience. Typically, by the time someone becomes an elite and is earning $300 or $400 in additional commissions, we have almost 100% retention of those leaders. And so our goal was to very quickly get people to advance their rank, very quickly make some money, very quickly become sustainable to living an essential oil lifestyle, so that they could use any of the products that they wanted to. The loyalty reward program was also a very key part. Some people call it a whole other compensation plan, for customers, because they can earn up to 30% of product. And so these were things that we innovated in the early days in 2008 because of the recession. People did not have extra money to spend, so we really wanted to go value centric in our compensation plan. So we gave a very strong loyalty reward program and a very strong upfront money earning experience for people.
And you did a very, very good job. Obviously, the comp plan is paying out very nicely. It encourages the right behavior. And just like with any comp plan, it pays out only if there's volume. So It was a great reminder, and there are no questions, so which means you did a very good deep explanation of the plan. So thank you.
My experience is people don't really always want to do a deep dive on the compensation plan. They just want to go share oils, and they want to change people's lives, and they get a check, and they're it's wonderful. So
I keep telling to people that, guys, if you do not read anything else, or you do not understand anything about the compensation plan, but you just keep focusing on the power of three, ultimately and automatically, accidentally, or as a healthy side effect, you're going to max out the comp plan, right? So you build two of those, or you just focus on that. You do as much as you can of those, and you just keep sharing. So thank you very much. Your precious time.
You're welcome. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'm in beautiful Hawaii right now. I was able to travel, so I'm working very hard from Hawaii.
I wish I could do the same. Good job. Yeah, I know we have some oils from there. So
yeah, we do. We have a beautiful sandalwood farm here. So we look forward to bringing all of you to Hawaii someday, and seeing the sandalwood farm and planting some trees. They're growing very big. The trees that we started planting 2-3 years ago, the sandalwood trees here in Hawaii, are starting to grow very nicely, and the other trees that we planted around them as well. So it's a great project. It's a largest reforestation project in Hawaii. The local people in Hawaii are so proud of doTERRA because we're giving great jobs, and we're planting trees, not cutting them down. So it's a great place. I hope all of you can come and see it.
Amazing. You know, Greg, it's such an honor for me, and it's like a good feeling in my heart that wherever I go in Europe, and whenever I meet people who are not in doTERRA yet, but they keep asking me, so what do you do? And I said, I work for doTERRA. And they said, oh, doTERRA, I know doTERRA. I have a friend who's used it. It's a great company. So even those who are not wellness advocates yet, or customers yet, even they have like a good affiliation with doTERRA, which is so unique in the industry. I mean, I'm here also for like 16 years, but I never had this privilege, and it's great. I love it. I just love it. Yeah. Okay. So guys, we will make this webinar available in your languages in the various Facebook groups that we support. And if it was too deep, don't worry about it. You can just watch it again and again, and tag your team members who you know that they would be interested to learn more about the compensation plan and have a better understanding. Use these videos, use these webinars as a training tools anytime when someone would like to have a deeper understanding of something at this time, the comp plan. So Greg, again, appreciate your time, and have an amazing time in Hawaii.
Thank you so much. All our best to all of you. We're so thankful, and please accept our deep appreciation and gratitude. And we look forward to getting past COVID and getting back together and being in person. And we during this time, we're just so grateful for everyone being so patient and continuing to share doTERRA.
Thank you. Have a lovely day, and see you guys. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.